What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. I don't know if this is going to be something that people know, people that might not know about this, but for anybody that does still use SoundCloud, which a lot of people in the funk community, especially the producer and underground community, putting on tracks, putting entire albums on there, even in some cases podcasts. An example, The Funk Show, something in a sort of radio podcast format, or even full mixes. SoundCloud still in 2026, at the time of me recording this video, is still a hub for a lot of artists, rappers, and producers to put their music and their work out there, even if a lot of people say that it's dying, which I find that hard to believe because a lot of people still use this platform. This is going to be a video on how to actually connect those SoundCloud specific tracks and uploading information from places such as YouTube, Bandcamp, even Spotify, or even Apple Music, and connecting those specific tracks from SoundCloud and converting them, or having the links actually go towards another website, that being either YouTube or even an application such as Spotify, Apple Music, and another website that a lot of people might tend to use, which would be Bandcamp. So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's actually get into the video. Now, if you guys saw my previous video, I obviously have a couple tabs open from earlier because I'm doing annotations still for Genius, but this is going to be the base example of what I'm actually gonna talk about. So this showcase and this add your link is going to be the basis of this entire video, and this is going to be the hub of what I'm actually going to be talking about. So in other actual releases that I have, there are releases where it uploads to YouTube, such as my entire mix series of The Vibe. This is just one episode. I've done this with every single one of the episodes, and if I click this, it'll go straight to the YouTube video. You see the example that I'm talking about where it goes from SoundCloud and it goes to another website such as YouTube, or even in some cases it goes to another application. It doesn't have this as an example, but imagine this was a Bandcamp link. It'll go directly to a Bandcamp link, and this can actually also go to a Spotify link. What I'm actually going to do right now would be to show you guys how to actually add that link and link it towards either YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, or Bandcamp. And for this example, obviously, which I'm going to be using since it's the most recent upload and I actually don't have the information for this, I'm going to be doing Catch Me Sliding by both myself and the homie Teddy. Shout out to him. Make sure you go follow him right here. This is his SoundCloud. But with that being said, let's actually get started. So the only thing that you really need, or the only three things that you actually need, would have to be the artwork and the link to whatever you're actually going to be sending SoundCloud. And for this, I already have the artwork right here, and for Spotify, I actually have this on the other side of my actual monitor, and I'm gonna show you guys where it's at right now. So this is the only thing that you're probably gonna need, whether that be Apple Music or even if it's a YouTube link. The only thing you're gonna do would have to be, for this video, instead of the timestamp right here, because it'll actually show up like this, all you're gonna do is share this link, copy it, put it in here. But I'm gonna show you guys, there might be an error message when you actually do this, and I'm gonna show you guys that error message in a second. From the beginning, any upload, click add link. It's gonna send you to the artist storefront. Don't go to buy link because it'll just have a singular portion that'll just have next to it. So as an example, if you have a buy link right here, it'll just have the cart. And if you click on the link right here, I don't know why SoundCloud is doing this recently, it'll just have this versus the entire artist showcase basically right there. So instead of having in your metadata just the buy link, we're just gonna click the artist storefront. And what you're gonna do is just fill in the information. So right now I'm just gonna do Catch Me Sliding, the button title, which is going to be Spotify for this example, and the buy link. Instead of doing plain copy from this actual link, what I'm going to do to make it automatically play, which would be hovering over the actual song track, copy link to song, and I'm just going to paste that link right here. And if you don't know, it's just Control V. And for my price, it can be for $129 if it's on Apple Music, or Bandcamp with 99 cents, or in some cases. But for this, I'm just gonna put out now because it's going to either a Spotify link or a YouTube link. This is the example. As you guys updated everything, it updates as you actually type. Now this is the tricky part, and this is what happens to a lot of people, especially if they just drag and drop their stuff. So what a lot of people tend to do would be quick access. This is going to be the very first thing because this was the most recent I actually did. So they're going to keep it, they're going to click that, and it's going to save like that. And in some cases, it'll save, or it's going to have this error message. This is the main thing that people tend to run into, and I have no idea why this actually happens. I don't have any answers, but I found a way to actually get past this. So instead of, let's just start from the beginning. So we're gonna do the exact same thing that we just did a second ago, which would be add the new artwork. Going to quick access because it's the most recent thing that I actually did. Clicking on this, and what you're actually gonna do, if you see my mouse cursor, what you're gonna do is, you see this slider right here, all you're gonna do is just move it a little this way and then move it back. I don't even know like why SoundCloud actually does this, but for some reason it doesn't pop up with this error message. So literally the only thing you have to do once you add your artwork would be zoom in and out the slider, or even in this case is if you want to zoom in then zoom out. It really doesn't matter as long as you at least interact with this, and then you're gonna click your save artist storefront, and for some weird reason it automatically saves. See, it automatically saves and it pops up on your actual release. So just as an example, I'm gonna click this, see if it goes to Spotify, and just like that, it does. Obviously it's not playing right now because I have Spotify in here right now and it's actually playing. But that is all that I actually have to say for this video. I genuinely have no reason or no answer to how or why this is actually a problem. But like I said earlier, just do that with the artwork in your artist storefront on SoundCloud. And this is also manageable for a lot of people if you want to go to earlier releases. As an example, if you were featured on either a channel such as Ryan Celsius, Smooth Sound, Sad SoundCloud, etc., or even Rare Funk, this can also work with those channels as well. So an example, imagine if you had an entire tape, let's say as an example, I think Demon Skull had an entire tape with Rare Funk in the past. He can go back to that actual entire tape, drop that link from the Rare Funk video and add it in his artist storefront, or even the possibility of having a Bandcamp link go towards that entire tape onto Bandcamp so people can buy it directly. But that's all I have to say for this video. I hope this is helpful for a lot of people. I really have no idea why that error message pops up, but I hope this actually solves a lot of problems for a lot of people. I know it definitely helped me out, and I just want to share that information because, like I said earlier, a lot of people say SoundCloud is dead, but I highly doubt it. I think the way that they're run obviously needs to be updated a lot more frequently. That's probably my only thing for SoundCloud. Obviously comparing it to Spotify and Apple Music is like a weird comparison, I'll be honest, but that's all I have to say for a lot of people that use SoundCloud. And I hope this is actually helpful for a lot of people that actually use SoundCloud as a main source of uploading their music. And with that being said, all I have to say is don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.